Howdy, folks. It is 5:58 in the morning, and I'm here to here to watch this new Bowser's Fury trailer. My alarm was set for 5:30, and I woke up at 4:30, and then I was too nervous about getting back to sleep, so I just kind of didn't. I just kind of pretty tired, but I'm here at my new studio, and I think I can talk pretty regularly without waking up my housemates, which is a pretty cool new little perk. I'm not gonna do another big intro. It's not even like it's not a big direct or anything. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, so. And I don't want everyone to go down to the comments and put the video starts at this time because I have anxiety and I don't like that. So I'm gonna just stop right now and go straight into the trailer. Okay, I'll indulge a tiny bit, just because this is the last time that I will not know about Bowser's Fury. I really hope it's pretty substantial. I hope there's something new to it. It's not just a couple new levels. I hope there's something weird to do in that weird overworld. I don't know, maybe some cool story. There's definitely the hope that because I was pretty disappointed by 3D World. It's a good game, but just like creatively, it just didn't quite do it for me. And it would be cool if this kind of, I don't know, brought back some of the stuff into the game that I personally would have expected from the first HD Mario, 3D Mario. But I don't know. I'm also not getting my hopes up too high. I'd be happy with just a new chunk of levels, So here we go. Going into it now. Skip to such and such for the trailer. Oh, we gotta do it. Okay, we go. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's on Twitter. I don't want to watch it on Twitter, though. I want to watch it on YouTube. Refreshing. Okay, it's not there. Okay, I'm watching it on Twitter. Hold on. What's happening with that bell? That's a big old bell. Whoa, it's not just a spooky world. It's all happy now. He's collecting kitty coins. There's a Bowser Jr. He's in this, and he's got his paint guy. There's a lot of stuff going on here. It's hard for me to believe it's gonna be like a big, huge deal, but it's a lot of stuff. Oh, maybe it's not even new levels. Maybe it's just like its own little platforming thing. Okay, oh, Bowser's Jr.'s your little friend. He's a friend. This is so weird. His cat shines. Whoa, you become, okay. Whoa! It's a big bad Bowser. That is a big bad Bowser! Whoa! Holy cow, that's cool! Oh, that music. Oh, it's good. This is so weird. It's so different from the base game. It's weird that it's even included. Big Kitty Mario. No, I hate it. Ah, it's DPC. It's DPC Kitty Mario. It's a Super Saiyan. Okay. 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 I'm sorry, I was not prepared for that. Oh boy. Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got it together. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna here's what we're gonna do. I'm okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna watch it a few more times to try to get a better feel for it. Maybe see if there's any press press info on it, and then I'm gonna come back and discusserize it for you. Okay, I've watched the trailer a few more times. I'm now ready to discusserize it. But first, because I love but firsts, just like going into the year, there was all this like hubbub, like maybe it's gonna be a direct or something, and I think I started to get a little bit worried because in my predictions video, I said that 2021 was gonna be like 2020 with no major directs, just like stuff dropped onto Twitter and YouTube and stuff. And I started to get worried because that was like the worst thing you can do when you're trying to predict is just say the thing that already happened is gonna happen again. That's what analysts do. I've accused them of doing that, you know, like, oh, the Wii was great. The Wii U's gonna be great. Uh-oh, the Wii U's not great. The Switch isn't gonna be great either. Oh, whoops, the Switch is great. You know what I mean? So the fact that they did it that way in 2020 and I predicted it again in 2021, I started to get kind of worried. But then, like I was just doing the same thing. That's what a bad predictor does. Whatever happened, that'll happen again. But this has definitely made me less worried. You know, 2021 didn't necessarily have to be a brand new start for the company. Obviously, they can change anytime that they want. But at least right now, this is good evidence that they're going to continue this trend of just like they could have saved this for a direct of some kind. But they didn't. They just kind of dropped it. So, you know, I'm kind of breathing a sigh of relief, except not really because I don't actually want to be right. I like Nintendo Directs. But the one thing I will say that's really interesting is they warned us about this. They didn't just drop it randomly, despite the fact that it was just a little trailer for a game that's already coming out. It has information that we want, but it's still like it's not even a full game announcement. It's just this one little thing, and yet they told us when it was coming. And that's great, and I mean, there's an element of fun to the surprises, but I hope they continue to do this if they do indeed keep with the drops like this. So anyway, onto the trailer. This is a crazy trailer. There's a lot going on, and it's hard to know exactly what's going on. I think I kind of get the feeling that Nintendo might not give us any more information about it specifically. I don't know, maybe there'll be a treehouse or something. But what it looks like this is not a little hub world like I originally thought, which is unfortunate because I feel like I already messed up my predictions there. I thought it was just going to be like a collection of levels. I thought, you know, maybe it is more than a basic collection of levels, but I'm not smart enough or creative enough to think of what it might be. This appears to just be one big world where you just run around. You know, you're not going into warps or anything to go into other levels. It seems to just be right here. This is it. And there are clearly lots of little things to collect. You know, you got these little like cat coins and then like the bigger cat shiny things. And I do wonder how they're going to address the very common problem with a lot of their old games, you know, Mario 64 and Sunshine, how whenever you're in an open world and you're climbing up some big thing and you make one mistake and you fall all the way down, and just like, how do you just spend 10 minutes getting back up to the top again? I don't know if they're gonna have any sort of cheat system or something, because there's a lot of like cool climbing places here. And from what I can see here, it really does seem like it's just using mechanics from 3D World. I don't see anything new. There could be, and I'm just not seeing it, but it's mostly that. And yet I think that's a genius idea, a really, really genius idea. Like I'm always talking about how Nintendo should just use a thing they already have and make something new with it. Just like, we'll be happy with it. If it's well designed, who cares, you know? Hey, you know, you did, you know, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask on 3DS. Make a third one. Make a new 3D Zelda game with those exact assets or whatever. So I think this is cool. Like, they've taken everything from 3D World, but then they put it into a brand new campaign. And like, clearly this has like a free camera. And just that one little detail means so much to me. It means the world. Just having, it's just not the isometric view that's following you. Like, the fact that it's a camera, you can move around and stuff, that makes it feel so much more like an actual 3D Mario. You know, the 3D Mario that I kind of wanted going into the Wii U. So even just that makes a really big difference. This area seems to be pretty open. I mean, he's on the Plessy, and they're just swimming around all over the place. I would not be surprised if you could tackle these challenges in pretty much any order. It seems like a really big open sandbox, and that's obviously really, really, really amazing. I love sandboxes. I love big open areas. That's what I wanted in 3D World. And so, okay, Bowser Jr., he's there, and he's helping you. He's following along, he's attacking enemies, and he's drawing with this paintbrush on stuff to make stuff appear, which is really cool, because just like, I mean, it seems to me that this might signal a new kind of thing for Bowser Jr. Am I forgetting something? Am I forgetting a time other than Super Mario Sunshine where he had the EGAD paintbrush? Because the fact that they put that in the theme park and now we're seeing it here makes me think this is like a new angle for him, which is weird because Nintendo doesn't do new angles. You know what I mean? They don't usually introduce new concepts into old concepts. They like to kind of stubbornly stick to the old concepts. But I think it's a perfect angle for him. I think it's great. You know, like it feels like an actual like story thing. Oh, back in Sunshine, you know, they beat him, but he never gave back the paintbrush. And he found it in a drawer one day, and he's like, hey, I should start using this again. But that's cool. So, I mean, the fact that he's helping you out makes me think that he does not like what happened to Bowser here. Bowser seems to be engulfed in some sort of dark energy. It's very reminiscent of like the black paint from Color Splash. And of course, let's talk about Bowser. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's in this weird like Bowser cocoon thing. And when you like wake him up and he's huge, clearly very reminiscent of Yoshi's Island, which is really, really, really excellent. The whole idea of a really, really giant enemy way out in the background, just so impossibly huge, and then especially they're attacking you and you're trying to avoid it. I love that stuff. I love it. This trailer looks so cool. How the music kicks in when he breathes his fire and you're just this tiny little Mario, like, oh, I don't know. Something about that is incredibly exciting. And then, of course, you know, end of the trailer, it shows Mario getting the special giant cat, and he becomes Super Saiyan, Supersonic Cat Mario, which was just too much for me to handle this early in the morning. And then I assume at that point, you fight him. I don't know what that's gonna look like, if it's a regular boss battle or what. So that does bring me to my slight worries. I am a little bit worried that we just saw everything. That this is literally just a mode where you go around collecting enough doodads to wake up Bowser, and then he wakes up, and then he shoots you until you can get the thing, and then your cat, the big cat Mario, which is the worst, and I love it, and then you fight, and that's it. I mean, like, I don't know what else would happen after that. You know, it's kind of like in a movie trailer, when they show you the setup of the movie, and then they show you how it develops, and then they show you the big thing that happens, and then they show you, like, the end, basically, like, the conclusion, or going into the conclusion, and you're like, I just saw the whole movie. I kind of feel like I just saw all of this. I could be wrong. It just kind of, I mean, like, come on, fighting Bowser and being all big and epic and cool, it kind of feels like it spoiled it. There could be more, maybe you fight him multiple times, but the thing that is definitely, making me keep my expectations in check is the fact that this is extra content. This is stuff on top of the main game. And even when Nintendo even with some of their ports, they've done a lot more. I'm still always going to be doubtful they're going to do too much more. And looking at this area, it kind of makes me feel like it seems like it's going to be like a few hour experience. I could be wrong again, but like it's just the kind of the vibe I'm getting is like you dive in, you have some fun, few hours, collect the coins, then you fight the Bowser, and it's good fun, but then it's kind of over. You know, maybe you can still collect everything that's there or something. I mean, you know, that'd be disappointing. I can't be sure. I don't want to be that pessimistic that I'm absolutely sure. That's just kind of the vibe I get. It's just like, it'll be like a really fun little aside. But here's the main point, though, is that even if it does end up being not a huge, massive thing, it looks so good. It looks so fun. Even if it's 2 or 3 hours, that's going to be 2 or 3 hours of the absolute best gameplay in the whole game. Because again, like 3D World, it's good. I have come to appreciate it more over the years, but it doesn't have that oomph, that injection of just coolness and creativity that I see in other 3D Mario games. But this is kind of that, and it's all condensed down. It's still using all the 3D World stuff, but it's condensed into this cool open area. I don't know, it looks really, really epic and cool, and the giant Bowser, that's the coolest Bowser. That is the coolest Bowser in a mainline Mario game. You know, it's like kind of like Giga Bowser, but that's just in Smash. This is basically that. It's so cool, and I am extremely, extremely excited to play this. I don't know if it's something you have to unlock or if you can just... It looks so separate from the main game. I mean, even looks different. It controls differently. The camera and everything. I feel like it's just gonna be like a separate thing you select on the menu or something. But I can't know for sure. So yeah, basically, little worried about how long it's gonna be and how much we just saw, but also, holy cow, it looks so good. It looks incredible. It looks so, so good that even if I weren't reviewing Super Mario 3D World, I probably wouldn't buy it again. Maybe. This though, yeah, that does it for me. This does it for me. This is like, hey, let's take 3D World and make a thing that Arlo would like. Let's specifically make a thing that Arlo would really enjoy. And it always feels good when Nintendo does that. It absolutely does. Well, anyway, at this point, all we can do is wait for, well, I mean, we can wait for more info, but I don't even know if I want spoilers right now. Game comes out in like a month. Let me know what you think about Super Saiyan Mario down in the comments. And that's it. I'll just wrap this up. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.